My daughter texted me while I was sitting at the bank, ready to transfer $25,000 for her honeymoon. "You're not invited to my wedding," she wrote. I was sitting inside the bank with a transfer form in front of me. The banker had already verified my account and highlighted the signature line. All I had to do was sign, and $25,000 would be wired to my daughter Megan for her honeymoon. It was a promise I'd made years ago. After my wife passed away, I told Megan that when she got married, I'd take care of the honeymoon. We couldn't give her a huge wedding, but I wanted her to begin married life with one unforgettable trip. My phone buzzed. I smiled when I saw Megan's name. Instead, I read one sentence: "You're not invited to my wedding." I stared at the screen. No explanation, no apology, nothing else. I quietly folded the paperwork, apologized to the banker, and walked out. 10 minutes later, Megan called. "You got my text?" I did. I didn't know how to say it. "You could start with why." She hesitated before answering. "Ethan's parents think it'll be less awkward if you don't come." I laughed because it sounded ridiculous. Less awkward? They've always thought you don't fit in. I waited. "They said you'd make people uncomfortable. And you agreed?" "It's just easier." That single word hurt more than the text. Easier. I raised Megan alone after my wife died. I worked overtime, skipped vacations, and sold my old Mustang to help pay for college. Every recital, every soccer game, every graduation, I was there. Now I was suddenly the problem. The next afternoon, my sister Sarah stopped by. She looked embarrassed before she even sat down. "I should have told you sooner." "Told me what?" "Ethan's mother has been saying for months that you're too ordinary." I blinked. "She doesn't like your truck. She thinks your house is outdated. She says you don't belong around their friends." My house had been paid off for 15 years. I had zero debt. I retired early because I'd planned carefully. Apparently none of that mattered. 3 days later, Megan called again. "So, when are you sending the honeymoon money?" For a second, I honestly thought she was joking. "You still expect that? It's separate from the wedding." "No, Megan, it really isn't." She sounded frustrated. "Please don't punish me." "I'm not. You promised." "I promised my daughter a honeymoon." "I am your daughter." The daughter I raised would have told her future in-laws they don't get to erase her father. She hung up. During the next week, I quietly canceled everything I'd arranged. The upgraded oceanfront suite, a private dinner cruise, travel insurance, airport transportation. Megan never knew I'd planned those surprises. The only thing left untouched was the $25,000 sitting safely in my account. Family members slowly started calling. Most assumed I had chosen not to attend. Ethan's parents had apparently been telling everyone.